Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
At the time when Pac walked the earth, Pac went after every girl that was somebody's girl.
Damn.
Jada Pinkett, Biggie girl Faith, Aaliyah, Kadada, Lisa Left Eye. Didn't Rise and tell you the limousine pulled up in front of my house. The door kicked open. And I seen it. It was Tupac. And Lisa got in the car with Tupac and drove off in the night. Bro, he was that kind of guy.
He was hell.
And all I'm just saying to you is, hey, man, just like you went after the #1 girl in the game, he would have went after her too. That's all I was saying.
I feel that.
And all I'm saying is, bro, he was a phenomenon before the industry understood what he was. He was a rapper that was trained in acting.
Yeah.
So personally, he came with a skill that we didn't even have in the game at that time.
Yeah.
And let's think about this. During the 90s, the music and the television and the music and the TV business did not function together. They were two different entities. And he understood the TV and he understood the music. That's what made him special. And bro, think about this. He is the only rapper that ever got in a tub full of gold, butt naked, and never got called gay. By male or female. They knew that was a man and he was a player. Now, let me give you an example of how he played.
Yeah.
When I walked into that studio with him and he first played Hit 'Em Up for me.
Yeah.
He talking about this man's wife, right?
Yeah.
Well, Lisa Left Eye sitting on his left, right? With his girlfriend standing in the corner with a full mink on. So when I say Pac would have went at your girl, he would have went at your girl if she was the #1 girl in the game.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with you, King. I'm just telling you that this how he rolled.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of dude he was. And think about it. He understood that he was cute, bro. And he didn't need no money to get no girl. He's never made music enticing. I'm about light your wrist and he never talked about buying a girl, nothing. But he had them all.
What the hell do you think it was?
Saying he was a triple threat, and the game hadn't seen a triple threat before Pac.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So when you say, hey man, you the guy, yeah, you getting the money, yeah, but hey bruh, nobody seen that man, nobody ever seen the way he put out music, doing movies, going to jail, coming back home, still having #1 records. Bro, you been out the whole time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You rapped about one thing the whole time. This man has a spectrum of different subjects he talked about as an artist, and they was never talking about dealing drugs.
Yeah.
So when you ask me who was the biggest artist, the guy that didn't talk about one thing the whole time, he talked with his heart. This guy talked about street culture. If you wasn't into street culture, you didn't give a damn what he was talking about, because you wasn't into the streets. But Tupac, he was the first rapper to cross over without the industry doing it. He crossed over just because he was Tupac. Bigger difference than everything now is control. Everything now is called somebody who you with, what you did, how much money you got. Ain't got really nothing to do with the music no more. I'm coming from a time when we were talking about the art was raw. It wasn't about who you were with, how much money you got. We talking about what your song's talking about and what your beat sound like.
Yeah.
Hey man, the man got more jam in his music than anybody you could put him up against.
Yeah.
So, bruh, you only getting mad, or anybody only getting mad because the way I said it. But what I'm saying is facts. And he went after one of the biggest people in New York at the time, Biggie Smalls. When he played that record, Hit 'Em Up, he was playing it from fact. Now, 20 years, people been around here lying, talking about he lying, I wasn't never out there. But now you look at an interview from Corrupt the other day, he was like, she was around there, folk. We just didn't want to say nothing. She was around.
My God.
So at the end of the day, the Gibb lie, I just told you the truth. You don't want to hear it. You want to hear a remix. I ain't doing that, bro. This is the South, bro. The South don't got no king. It don't. So when you come out trying to be the king over everybody because of your business, that's cool, but I ain't got to accept it. We ain't got to accept it down here. That ain't what we rapped about. You can be the king of New York. You can't be the king of LA. So let's keep this shit funky. Don't get mad because hey man, I'm from the 80s, man. I'm from the 70s, man. I don't do no dick riding. I don't stroke no scrotum.